Right, it's the 16 10 16. We know now that the FBI top failed on the Clinton scandal. They were given a lot of information for diplomacy safety from FBI in Denmark to also concern Steve in Libya. On payment bills from peace process, Bill Clinton, Northern Ireland, Cold War in what, 30 years, something, and Cold War, DDR wall down, actually links a little bit to the Kennedy. And then we have ex-Yugoslavia and end of war and refugees saved 9,000 members. We did also save a lot of civil cases where the police still don't want to admit that they have a payroll check shadow a stolen account, and that they didn't investigate some of the IT crimes, the industrial espionage in media, TV, film, music, ballet, magazine, modeling, sport, and so on. And I actually drafted a lot of initiative on witness protection for the U2, for the Sting, for the Whitney, for the Jackson, for the whatever. And it seems like now that the Danes in their media spin protect Mrs. Clinton more than Trump. They so-called run the wrong horse. We also know that the mafia in Europe runs a lot in the entertainment investment, house investment, horse races, and in link of entertainment, gambling, racehorses, copy product, pirate products, allows design patent, royalty to film, TV, music, and so on. So actually, my income would have been pretty great income of all of this work. It's actually co-work, and actually defiled for local police and to the FBI in fax ways, in phone calls, and lately 2012 and later to the CIA, drafted all of this as problems of security around artists, around product brandings and stuff. Nobody gave a shit. And actually looks like some of these requests for witness program or requests for investigation of some of these cruel royalty theft and management cruelty and control still is ongoing, right? Somebody overtook some business, right? I made a plan for putting out a magazine in a time where there was no magazine in Denmark, right? They stole that. They stole bookings. They stole management. They stole lyrics, script work, pattern design. We know for sure that this kind of structure in this crime is a mix between threats of the mafia to inside of the commune, police, court system, doctors, ministerial, culture, justice, defense, and so on. And we know on top of that we had the problem with the Clintons, which was sent faxes, mails, phone calls over the US Embassy, and lately, 2012, a call too late on security. There was sent a lot of mails to the FBI and to the White House about concerning my security and my son's security. 2012, it was too late. They raided in and took my son. Hope he's alive, right? But 2012, after they were in the house and I was still standing, later I fought for my life, I made a call, they're killing us, right? Why was this not taken up as a kind? It was taken up in the Clinton case, and I'm glad for that. But who else were in this kind of lock-up, capture, isolation, abuse, and money robbery? That's what it is. No matter if your name are a diplomat, your name as a big artist, your name are a designer, this is the pyramids of something very, very rotten. Mafia and authorities, mafia and actually police stuck in some kind of we don't say anything because she says or he says, right? Not those staff didn't know the law. It comes clearly of the hearing of the FBI top staff in the Clinton case. They didn't know the law or they ignored the law, right? So they actually got some benefit from that, the same as the government in Denmark got some benefit from the cooperation illegally, illegally, with the Clintons, right? Easy posted NATO, easy posted UN seats, right? Haven't earned it, having no record, have no CV, have done nothing to prove what they're there for, right? And then we have the artist and the media who gives a shit. And honestly, it's seen before in the Hollywood. There's a lot of abuse. There's a lot of, lawyer fights over rights, and there's a lot of money that lawyers, management kind of, want because they're not the artists. They just want the money. That's the problem. And if we get this kind of unfree art world, Denmark, UK, Ireland, USA, who is the next artist to step in on that scene? Nobody, right? So actually, I'm sad to say this, but to the state control or mafia state control, whatever they're mixing up, who is going to be the next big star running the show? There will be nobody because they know it's beginning to be too dangerous. You got a copy products of perfume patents I had stolen. Do you know any idea of who runs that? Is that false homepages, false patents? Is the branding completely destroyed? And how is this going to support some kind of job if it's all some kind of, I don't know, underclass something? One of the problems is this is the need of money in the underclass is getting bigger and bigger. There's no supportive of the underclass or the middle class. They're struggling. And that was aim of the crime scene because nobody can support themselves, right? So when I get a patent stolen or a royalty or a paycheck, I know that this person had difficulty to pay his own bills. That's a fact, right? There might be some individual greedy person that needs a castle or needs to buy a whole land or something. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all the people involved in this crime get a paycheck, they do something wrong, they know it, they can't pay their bills. And thanks to the tax, I can see now the tax company or the tax ministry went after frozen accounts. The Danish authority is trying to piracy frozen international account. And they don't know what they've been buying a list of accounts, the Panama Papers. They don't know what they're about. They think they're kind of given some accounts that they can kind of piracy. They didn't know they were frozen. And actually, first they say in the press, we will kind of get those money. Whose money? After that, they say like, we are gonna go and find some of the money. Whose money? And then they after goes and say, we are gonna what? Go after frozen accounts? Or is it refugee accounts? Is it unpaid bills? Did they, the tax company, did they figure that the diplomacy unpaid worldwide, world leadership, did they understand that the unpaid of that and the violation of my laws, could that be the account? I don't know. Could it be somebody else? Could it be kind of, you could say, substitute for keeping the case quiet? Could they kind of share this money for keeping this scandal quiet, the Clinton Foundation maybe? What is working here? I mean, it's some big bread or something, I don't know. Anyway, I really, really hope that Jackson, Whitney, Kennedy's, everybody that's feel threatened like me is alive. I really hope they are. I really hope the FBI is the best in the world. I really hope that both Russia, China, United States, England, Ireland did their best of this security, the best of investigation. And those who don't follow, sad for you.